News 6's Jerry Askin is here following all of the developments, starting with our cruise industry. Jerry?
Eric, yes, and we just found out that a cruise ship actually just docked in South Florida in the past half hour or so. You can see video of that cruise ship right here in the screen. And right now we're waiting and watching for passengers to get off the Regal Princess right now. This all coming after a state warning to Americans to be careful or even avoid getting on cruise ships altogether. A new warning right now for Americans: think twice before traveling by cruise ship. That warning is from the State Department, urging Americans, especially older people and those who have health issues, not to travel by cruise. They're saying you might be more at risk of catching the coronavirus. This all happening as the CDC late today cleared the Regal Princess to dock in South Florida after 2 crew members were tested for the coronavirus. Those results thankfully came back negative. This passenger was on board.
They have kept us up to date on everything. Very professional and comforting.
Her ship was supposed to dock Sunday morning but had to wait for testing by the CDC.
There are 2 crew members that the CDC wants tested. They're not sick. They have no symptoms, but they were apparently on board the Grand.
The Grand Princess is still being held off near San Francisco after 21 confirmed cases of coronavirus on board.
Cruise is canceled.
Meantime, this couple is from Canada and said their 7-day cruise was canceled on the Regal Princess. They found out after traveling down to South Florida.
A little bit of a shock.
This weekend, Senator Rick Scott met with Vice President Mike Pence and the Florida cruise industry. He said safety and transparency are key, especially after 2 coronavirus deaths here in Florida and a new positive case announced today in Broward County. Plus,
every cruise company has some information on their website now, what they said, but they're coming out with a very specific plan as an industry on Tuesday.
and here is the official letter we got today from Senator Rick Scott. The same letter was sent to the Department of Homeland Security, the CDC, the FAA, and health departments in Santa Rosa and Lee counties here in Florida, requesting more info about those 2 coronavirus deaths here in Florida. Of course, we'll let you all know once we find out more. Eric.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know the specifics behind those deaths, Jerry. Thank you. And as Jerry mentioned, the Grand Princess cruise ship, that's the one stuck off the coast of Northern California, is set to finally dock in the morning after a nearly 2-week-long trip and several days of quarantine. But the passengers' difficult journey will be far from over. Government officials say that the more than 3,500 people on board will be then moved to military medical facilities across the country for testing. 19 crew members and 2 passengers have tested positive for the virus on that ship. And as fears over the virus grow, shoppers have been stocking up on supplies we've seen, leaving some store shelves bare. Now we've learned that Publix is joining other major grocery chains in limiting the number of cleaning products that customers can buy at one time. News 6 took this picture of a sign posted on the shelves today. We're told that customers can only buy 2 of the following items at a time. They include hand soap, hand sanitizer, bleach, face masks, and disinfectant wipes and sprays. Volusia County school leaders are urging students to be careful traveling this spring break because of the coronavirus. We told you earlier that a woman there initially tested positive for the virus. Well, school officials are now asking families to notify their child's school if they're traveling to high-risk areas. And if they do go, families should self-quarantine for up to 14 days afterwards. They also say that cleaning is being stepped up in all schools to prevent the spread. We're told the Volusia superintendent is expected to meet with local and state health officials tomorrow. We know many of you have questions about the virus and how you can protect yourself and your family, and our team has been working around the clock to bring you the latest information, responsible information, and get you answers and results. We put